Yeah, see, we are Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So, as always, show's brought to you by Kaizen Fightwear. So, Kaizen Fightwear, a local brand here in Scotland, run by Big Max. So, again, everybody knows who Big Max is in Scotland. So, does some funky rash guards, which is ideal for you jiu-jitsu nerds out there. So, there's a lot of funky designs, which makes you look cool when you walk out. So, definitely head over to Kaizen Fightwear _co. You'll get all the information there, and just drop Big Max a message and he'll get you guys sorted out. So we're going to be talking about Young Subs 4. Young Subs 4 is going to be heading to the capital, Edinburgh, the Meadowbank Sports Arena, Saturday, the 21st of June. Now, the card looks amazing, as all Young Subs cards do. I mean, some of these kids that are coming out are some of the best grapplers that we have coming out of the UK. And they always put on performances. They always put on amazing performances. We've seen some absolute highlight reel stuff from every one of these kids that have stepped out there. I mean, every one of them have come out and put on some amazing matches. And Saturday, the 21st, is going to be no different. So, anybody looking for tickets, make sure you head over to the Young Subs official Instagram page. You'll get the ticket details through there. There's also pay-per-view on it. So, anybody that can't make the event on the evening, make sure you do hit that pay-per-view link that's in their bio. We'll get it posted up as well throughout the next couple of weeks. So you do not want to miss this. Scotland's going to bring that noise like Liverpool did. Liverpool was unbelievable. I keep talking about Liverpool. Megan remembers Liverpool. Megan.
Yeah, it was amazing, honestly. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah, the Liverpool blew the roof off the place, and as we were hoping and expecting Scotland to do exactly the same. So yeah, it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. So my next guest, then, obviously now a Young Subs veteran. This will be the third time we've seen her. So the
Yeah.
Megan McCrossan, Origin, BJJ in Darlington. So Megan's awesome to watch. I remember her coming out in Liverpool, and it was the first time she'd competed for a while.
Yeah.
And she came out, and the match she had, the first match, I'm trying to remember who it was. She came out, she absolutely ran through the girl. Do you know what I mean? It was amazing to watch. I mean, especially after hearing, obviously, Dave Moore tell me, obviously, the time that you'd had off and your dad and stuff tell
Yeah.
me. So it was an amazing experience. It was amazing to see and be a part of it. So she's coming to Scotland, guys, and she's going to bring that same fire.
Yeah.
Um,
You
so,
know it.
Meg, listen, thank you for obviously taking the time to speak to me.
Of course. Thank you.
Listen, it's been a busy day for you so far. Sensei this morning.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got out there, a couple of matchups. So, how was that experience for you?
Yeah, it was really good. I usually struggle to get matches at my weight because I'm
Yeah,
very light, but I'm also very small. So I took on some heavier girls. I think they were 64 kilo. I walk about at about 51.
yeah,
So there's a bit of a difference, but when you're grappling, a weight difference doesn't really matter. If you were getting hit in the face, then yeah, fair enough.
yeah,
Try to
yeah.
find someone close to your weight, but yeah, it was good. Put up a good performance and just practice everything that I've been working on in the past few weeks.
That's the thing. I mean, in the gym, you're always training with heavier people anyway, and do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
So
Yeah,
competition does say that. And as you said, if it was MMA, you're definitely not going to fight somebody that's 10, 12, 13 kilos
yeah,
heavier than you for
not
sure.
yeah,
Uh, what about the buzz at Darlington or Origin Darlington? I know that there's obviously a massive buzz. Do you know what I mean? I mean, as I say, you guys are out there doing all sorts, not
yeah,
just grappling, but MMA and stuff like that as well. So what's the buzz around the gym at the moment?
yeah. So there's a small group of us that are wanting to start getting into MMA. So we've been training a bit. Leighton's had his debut the other week on
Yeah,
Unity. It was amazing to watch him on that. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna have my debut towards the end of the year. I'm thinking November time on my
yeah,
dad's
yeah,
show. So that'll
yeah,
be a good one.
yeah. Obviously, Leighton's all obviously awesome to watch. Do you know what I mean? As you know, I've
Yeah,
been
his grappling
fortunate.
game's just unmatched,
Yeah,
honestly.
I've been fortunate enough to kind of commentate on his grappling matches. Do you know what I mean? And then, as I
Yeah,
said, seeing him coming out there and MMA and making his debut. Do you know what I mean? He loves it. He absolutely loves it as well.
yeah,
So I have regular conversations with him where he's telling me, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or Stoom, wait till you see what I'm going to do at Young Subs and all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very exciting. And not just him, but obviously yourself as well. I mean, as I say,
yeah.
when you step out onto the mats, do you know what I mean? You always seem to be. You always seem. I know that the Liverpool one. The I know it was a wee bit nervous for you coming in because it was the first time
Yeah.
that you'd competed in a while. But you always seem to enjoy it whenever you're out there.
Oh, I absolutely love it. Like when I was younger, like I'd get like proper nervous about competing and stuff like that. Whereas now it's just a bit of a buzz. Like I love it. Like I crave it. So I'm trying to keep like as active as I can at the
Yeah.
minute. So I've got like some of the shows and some of the comps like lined up. So we'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a group. I mean, especially, I mean, you're talking about some of the girls at the moment, and I always talk about this. I mean, like a few years ago, there wasn't as many girls in the sport at all. Whereas
Yeah,
now there
definitely.
seems to be a lot more. And as I said, now you're getting to see yourself up against things like Cora Terva, and you've got who else? We've got Amelia Cowell, and do you know what I
Yeah,
mean, Leah Dawson, and do you know what I mean, there's a whole host of you girls out there at the moment now that are out
yeah.
there competing at very, very high levels.
It's a whole like new generation of girls. Like I remember when I was like very little, and I started competing. Like you barely see any girls at competitions and stuff, and then over the years, like you've got more and more.
Yeah.
And now sometimes it feels like there's more girls than boys, like half the
Yes.
time. So
Yeah.
it's good that the sport's starting to grow.
Yeah, yeah. It's exciting because obviously my daughter's 16 and do you know what I mean,
Yeah,
she's out there doing her thing as well. And I always tell her, I mean, going out there, win or lose, do you know what I mean, go out there and enjoy the experience. I mean, it's
exactly. It's all
very
experience.
yeah, and it's very liberating at the moment for especially a female in the sport because as I said, it's been growing and growing. Don't get me wrong, it's been growing slowly, but
Yeah,
now we're starting to see an influx of female fighters, and it's all thanks to like Fionn Davies and do you know what I mean? Like we're talking about for jiu-jitsu and then MMA, you got things like Molly McCann and stuff like that. And these are the
yeah,
role models that you guys are looking up to.
definitely. Yeah,
So Dad's just coming in as well. Dad's just saying you're always game. You're always game. So
yeah.
uh, Dad knows better than anybody. Obviously, he's in
He's not
training and stuff
wrong.
like that. So, what about young subs then? Walking out again. This will be the third time you've been out there. A young
Yeah,
subs veteran now. So, and I mean the walkout, the experience and stuff like that. What's it been like for you on the shows that you've been on?
it's been amazing. Like you get looked after. Like they know what they're doing. They've always put on a good show, and I'm just looking forward to seeing the Edinburgh venue, seeing what it's going to be like. If it's going to be even bigger and better than the last time.
Yeah,
I would say I think the Liverpool one was definitely my favourite. I think it was just the atmosphere. There was just something about it. But
yeah.
all of the shows have been amazing, honestly.
Yeah, Liverpool's been my favourite for sure. Do you know what I mean? And
Definitely,
as
yeah.
I talk about it all the time. I talk about the Liverpool show, and I always talk about whenever you go to a show, that's the kind of atmosphere you want because Liverpool
Yeah,
was loud. Do you know what I mean? It was very loud. I
definitely.
mean, and we talked about Sunderland and Newcastle, obviously come with a different type of energy. Do you know what I mean? And then Scotland,
Yeah,
this will be a different type of venue because it's the Meadowbank Sports Arena. So it'll be
yeah,
interesting to see what they've done and how they adapt it for that young sub style.
definitely, yeah.
So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Scotland's amazing. Scotland's amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's we're very, very similar to like let's say Liverpool because Scotland's a fighting nation,
yeah. You've
and
got
all that.
like your big gyms and like just a big massive group of fighters. Like when it was the Liverpool show, you had so many Scousers on the card, whereas
Yeah.
now with the Scotland one, and now with like the whole England v Scotland team thing as well, it's going to be amazing.
Listen, there's a lot of Scousers on this show as well coming up. So
Yeah,
there's probably there's probably more Scousers on this show than there is Scottish people, which is funny to see. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but as you say, the Team Scotland versus Team England thing, and again, I mean, even though it's Team Scotland versus Team England, there's always that respect. They always go out
yeah,
there.
definitely,
They're,
yeah,
they're very supportive of each other. We saw that in previous shows where, even though you guys kind of went up against each other, there was always that mutual respect after it. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So,
definitely, yeah.
yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Final thing then, Megan. Anybody you want to shout out to? Any friends, family members, teammates, anything like that?
I'd like to shout out my dad for taking me to all my training sessions, paying for everything, and probably bleeding him dry with all these comps and everything that I'm doing. And I'd also like to shout out my sponsors, Hard Life Fightwear and Fortitude Fitness and Nutrition, as
Yeah,
well
yeah,
as my gym as well, Origin.
yeah. Who are you going to be supporting when it comes to November the 8th? Because it'll be me versus Mr. Mooch,
Yeah, see,
Mr. Moore.
this is going to be a tough one. I might have to go neutral on this one.
Nah, no, listen, you're Mitch. Do you know what I mean? That's the. I don't mind that. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be fun. Me and Dave,
Yeah,
we were kind of blue belts. We came up around about the same time. He was a little bit more consistent than me, so obviously
yeah,
went on to black belt. I kind of stayed at purple belt. So it's going to be exciting. He's already been winding me up. He's been sending me messages non-stop since obviously I think it's been the last 2 weeks. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
so he's been telling me he's ordered me a body bag, and do you know what I mean? He's relentless. Do you know
Oh
what I mean?
God,
And
he can talk. He can talk.
yeah, but I said, listen, Mooch, anybody that knows me, the one thing I did was when I was competing, I would wind my opponents up, right, to the
Yeah,
point where, like, I would phone them at 3 in the morning and all that, and be like, "Hello, hello," and do you know what I mean? I'd be sending them videos, I'd be doing videos and all that, and I'm like, "Mooch, wait until we won't start it till around about August," and I said, "But wait until August,
yeah.
man. I'm going to
Too
terrorize
close
you,
to
dude."
that game, then.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to terrorize him. Do you know what I mean? He's going to hate me come November the 8th. So,
Yeah,
but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Do you know what I mean? But definitely a
yeah,
big shout out to Hard Life. They do some amazing things. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
um, so guys, there we go. Then we've got the Megan McCrossan of Origin BJJ in Darlington is going to be heading up to Edinburgh, the Meadowbank Sports Arena on Saturday, the 21st of June for Young Subs 4. Now, ticket availability, tickets are available. They're almost sold out. So they do keep some for on the door, but don't expect, just like any event, I mean, they do keep tickets for on the door, but don't turn up expecting to get a ticket, because if you turn up and there's none left, you will be turned away. We've done it before. We did it in Liverpool. So you will be turned away, because once the venue's at capacity, they cannot break them rules and let other people in, regardless of who you're there to see. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of who you're there to see. So pay-per-views also in the bio for Young Subs Official. So make sure you do hit up that. One thing I always talk about as well is sponsors. Now, it's very important for sponsors to jump on board with these kids. And the reason for that is these kids are fantastic on social media, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of stuff. And what they do is they get your brand out there in front of as many people as possible. And that can be like local companies or national companies or whatever. So if you do want to jump on board with Megan, how do people get in contact with you?
Through my Instagram at the Meg BJJ. I'd be quick as well before I start getting expensive.
That's true. That's true. I always say this. Get them now while they're cheap. Do you know what I mean? It's cheaper to get
Yeah,
them now, because once they go on and do, because the thing with the sponsorship, I mean, see, one, it's like a totem pole. So obviously you start off, they're a little bit cheaper at the bottom. Once they start winning stuff and moving up and up, it gets more and more expensive. So jump
yeah,
in now. Well, you can afford Megan, because one day you're not going to be able to afford her at all. So
definitely.
um Dad just jumping on, shouting, "Come on, sponsors!" Definitely, and your dad will know. Your dad more than anybody knows
Oh
how
yeah,
important
definitely.
sponsors are. So,
Yeah,
obviously through Unity and so on, and obviously all the fighters that go on Unity. I mean, the big issue is getting sponsors.
yeah,
But once
it
you've
is.
got them, yeah, once you've got them, you guys are very loyal to the sponsors and so on.
Yeah,
So
like I've always stuck with my sponsors like over the years.
yeah, yeah.
So
So hit up the Meg. Definitely hit up the Meg for any sponsorship information. So,
yeah,
but listen, Megan, thank you very much for obviously
thank
taking
you
the
for
time to
having me.
speak to me today.
Yeah,
Um, 2 weeks to go, so I'm absolutely buzzing for you coming up. But listen, enjoy the next couple of weeks training. And yeah, we'll see you on the 21st.
yeah, looking
All
forward
right.
to it.
Take care, pal. Bye.